So everybody's been looking at these new Kuudra armor sets for the past couple of weeks. Ever since the alpha came out, people have known they're insane at the max level, but a lot of people seem to not know how to get them to that level. So today, I'm going to be explaining how to get these armor sets, what you can do with them, how to upgrade them, and pretty much everything you need to know. But before we start, I've just got a quick message from some of my friends.
Guys, did you know that 96.4% of you guys are not subscribed to the legendary Two Stinky Socks? That's kind of cringe, bro. You should subscribe right now, or else
Yo,
that's not coming
anyone
home with
who
milk
can hear me, go
ever.
Your
fuck
volume is so loud. So the 4 new armor sets are the Crimson Armor, the Aurora Armor, the Terror Armor, and the Fervor Armor, each of which are for a specific class. So the Crimson Armor is for Berserkers, Terror is for Archers, Fervor is for Tanks, and Aurora is for Mages. So all 4 of these sets drop from every single tier of Kuudra at their base level. So even if you're doing the max level Kuudra, you'll still only get base armor pieces, and each armor piece has an equal chance to drop. So you have an equal chance of getting a Crimson Chestplate as you do Fervor Boots, or at least that's what it seems like from all the Kuudra runs that I've been doing. So the really only 2 good armor sets are the Crimson Armor for Berserkers and the Terror Armor for Archers, because the set bonuses are so much better than the other 2. So the Crimson Armor right now is actually kind of bugged where it'll give you infinite attack speed, which is obviously really overpowered. And the Terror Armor pretty much just turns a Juju into a Terminator. Alright, so attributes. Attributes are a new kind of enchantment / modifier on all of the new items and armor sets in the Nether update. They're really similar to enchantments in that they just give stat bonuses and there's a bunch of different kinds, but they're different from enchantments in that you can only have 2 on one piece, and those 2 cannot be changed unless you do attribute fusion, which we can talk about later. So when you get a new piece of armor or a weapon or anything else in another update, it'll come with 2 attributes pre-applied, and those 2 attributes can be upgraded to up to level 10, but those cannot be changed. So each attribute can be leveled up by combining 2 of the same level attribute. So if you combine 2 Midas Touch attributes that were level 1, it would get a level 2, 2 level 2s to level 3, same as enchantments. Attributes can also be transferred between items, which would overwrite the old ones while keeping the item stats, but we'll talk about that later. One of the main core game features that the Nether update changed is how stars work. So instead of stars just giving you dungeon stats, stars will actually give you a 2% stat bonus on the piece of armor or weapon that you have outside of dungeons, and it'll give you a 10% stat bonus per star if it's inside of dungeons, which is a lot better. It's a huge buff to stars. And most Nether items can actually be starred 10 times instead of 5, while Infernal tier armor can be starred up to 15 times. Starring these new items takes Crimson Essence, Heavy Pearls, and coins. The way you can most easily get Crimson Essence in the new update is by salvaging fishing gear. So a lot of fishing gear, and any gear really that you get on the Nether update, when it's salvaged at the NPC, the blacksmith will give you Crimson Essence. It's not very much, but over time it adds up. So you can buy a lot of this fishing gear from the auction house for fairly cheap, a couple $100,000 for 20 to 30 essence usually. And that's a really easy way to get most of the Crimson Essence, so that's really not an issue if you have money. The next ingredient, Heavy Pearls, comes from the Matriarch. So the Matriarch is kind of a daily quest thing you really should be doing every day because you'll need a lot of these Heavy Pearls. That you can just come over here to the Matriarch, you can complete the little quest and get 3 Heavy Pearls every single day, and over time these will add up, and you'll get enough to put stars in your armor. So the stars 8, 9, and 10 all require Heavy Pearls in increasing amounts, but all the rest of the stars don't. So it's not too bad, but it is a little annoying if you haven't been doing this. So make sure you do your Matriarch every single day. Okay, so after a new armor piece has had 10 stars applied to it, it can be prestiged. So prestiging is actually how you get the higher tiers of armor like Hot, Fiery, Burning, and Infernal, which is what everybody has seen to be the most overpowered armor in the game. So prestiging costs coins, Kuudra Teeth, and Crimson Essence. And Kuudra Teeth you can get from every single Kuudra fight if you open the large chest. It will be guaranteed to have a Kuudra Tooth in it, which is pretty easy to get. So you only need to do Kuudra around 10 times to get each upgrade or each prestige, and that really doesn't take too long. So then after doing this 5 times or 4 times, just every single tier until Infernal, then that's how you'll get the 15 starred max Infernal gear. Now obviously this is going to take a ton of grinding. You need like hundreds of days of Heavy Pearls to max a full set. You need to do hundreds of Kuudra runs, and I don't know if there's going to be a better essence grinding method in the future, but for now it's going to take forever. But at least now you know how to get there. Okay, so the 5 different things that I would recommend you salvage to gain Crimson Essence are the Taurus Helmet, Flaming Chestplate, Mugma Leggings, Slug Boots, and Blade of the Volcano. These are all fairly cheap from the auction house, only costing a couple $100K, and they'll all give you around 30 Crimson Essence. Alright, so I just purchased a bunch of Mugma Leggings that were all around 400K, and I'm going to salvage these for Crimson Essence. So each one gives 20, and all the different pieces will give a different amount. But this is a super easy way to get a lot of Crimson Essence. So I'm going to show off how upgrading an item works. So I have this Crimson chestplate. It only has 1 star on it, and it's not prestige at all. And it has Breeze 3 and Life Regeneration 1 on it as the 2 attributes. So I'm going to go to upgrade items and just put some stars on this. You can see the first stars, they just cost Crimson Essence. It's pretty cheap. Alright, so I just purchased some more armor pieces. These were about 400k to 500k. And they each give 25 Crimson Essence. But you can see the 8th star actually requires heavy pearls. So I've been saving these up. I have 12 of them from doing my matriarch every single day. So let's do the 8th star. And the 10th star. So now that this item has 10 stars on it, you can put it back into the upgrade item menu. You can see that it requires 150 Crimson Essence, 10 Kuudra Teeth, and 2 million coins to prestige it to the hot tier. So we're turning a 10 star base tier item into a 0 star hot tier item. Now, I don't think I have Kuudra Teeth. I don't. Kuudra is guaranteed to drop one of these in every single large chest that it creates at the end of a run, so these are very easy to get. I just don't have enough. But you can see I would be able to upgrade this to hot with those ingredients, and you can just continue doing that. After you upgrade an item to hot, like these leggings, you can see it'll just cost more essence, and you can start putting stars on it again, and that'll just keep continuing until you get to the max tier. So the last thing I want to talk about is moving attributes from one piece to another. So let's say you bought these leggings and you've already committed into upgrading these, because once you start upgrading it's soulbound, so you can't do anything with it. So I have these leggings. Let's say I don't want breeze or life regeneration on them anymore. So you're not actually stuck with them. If you have another pair of leggings, like let's say I wanted these, I don't, but I just got these as an example. So if I wanted these 2 attributes from this pair of leggings, but I wanted to keep all the upgrades that I put on this, it's actually super easy. You can go to Attribute Fusion, put the one with the prestige and stars on the right side, and put the one with the attributes on the left side. And you'll see that it creates a new piece that has the Reforge and all the enchantments and the prestige, but it has the attributes of the new one instead of the old one. So if you want to do that, that's pretty useful. And then another thing you can do with this is actually change different armor sets. So let's say I wanted to make these into fervor leggings with all the stars on them with these attributes. So that actually just works. You can make ancient hot fervor leggings with these attributes just by combining them in the attribute fusion. So that's pretty useful. They haven't really said that anywhere, so it's probably useful to know. But yeah, that's how you transfer attributes, that's how you prestige items, and that's how you get the max level gear.